This kind of ducktails into everything. It's when you're going through this, you learn more about the training, you learn more about psychology, and then you start to uncover things about yourself. And as you go down that road, you're like, oh man, that's why I behave this way. And you've mentioned before, as I've followed you and done some research, how everything we do stems from our childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of the biggest laws. Is like I have these four laws of behavior, and one of the laws is we are all a product of childhood suffering and reward. What do we suffer for? What do we get rewarded for?
So, I've heard this story before that two boys grow up in the same house. A father is an alcoholic. One of them becomes an alcoholic, the other one doesn't, and uses that experience to be the ultimate deterrent and never drink. Why does that happen?
Well, I've got a 2-year-old here at home, and it's funny that they get born with a personality. And when you see situations like this, you got to take into account like this thing called the childhood development triangle. It's like, what do we do to feel safe? What do we do to earn rewards? And what do we do to earn and keep friends? And those kind of become our adult strategies for everything. And a lot of that forms by the age of 7 or 8. And if we do that as a kid, if there's some situation where I see bullying happen and I automatically get to a mental standpoint of I'm going to avoid any negative behavior. I'm going to go away from it. And if the other boy is at school on the playground and decides he sees this bully taking charge and views it differently, he says, that's how you take charge. I'm going to do what that person did. I'm going to copy that behavior. That's one of them. But I think we are born with a certain degree of personality. Like, if you've got kids, then they come out and like by the time they're like 6 weeks old, you're like, wow, they are different than the other two. They're different than I expected them to be.
Yeah. I have a 3-year-old and I see personality. It's interesting how that works. Both my wife and I, all the great stuff, that's got to be because of dad. And all the bad stuff, it's got to be because of the my wife, which is actually probably the exact opposite, meaning like he's smart, takes after her. When he loses his cool, that's probably me. And it's interesting how he is so specific in everything that he does. Meaning like he'll say, Dad, you're going to do this. Mom, you're going to do this. He goes, okay. Which means he's trying to convince us of it in that moment and give us the direction. And he's 3. And I'm thinking,
Wow.
he's already trying to be persuasive at 3? It's unbelievable. Like, I don't know where they get that from, as you said, the personality.